Today I will do another flight on my Arrows RC Trekker. It's a 1.2 meter wingspan RC airplane and it runs on 3S batteries. Now the interesting thing about this RC airplane is that it does feature a split tail. So with this split tail then it does come in a surprisingly small box, which is a really great thing if you decide to keep the box. So let's get this one outside then and get it up in the air. It's a beautiful morning to fly your nice RC airplane. I'm flying mine then on a 3S 2200 milliamp battery. This Trekker is a truly well behaved RC airplane. So usually I try almost all my RC airplanes to try inverted, and if they feel more or less just flying in the upright position, I think that's a really good performance, and this one totally enjoyable and controllable. Does have a decent roll rate, not snappy, not like the Arrows RC Bigfoot. Pretty far from the Bigfoot actually when it comes to performance. So I just tried to do a snap roll. If I would have been the Bigfoot, it would just tumble around. So it does feel a little bit like my Valiant 1.3, which I'm struggling with to do like snap rolls because I don't know, it doesn't want to roll fast when I do it. So upside down then one more time. I mean, look at it, just rock solid when it flies. So easy. I think it does have a good motor sound and prop sound. Very pleasing also. Nothing disturbing. When you push it, I think it's a good speed for being in a 3S RC airplane. You sure it just goes stupid in the sky. I don't think that this RC airplane is meant to reassemble a real RC airplane in any serious way, at least. And even on this grass field right now, you can do pretty good touch and goes. Thing is, it's so difficult to tell many 1.2 meter wingspan planes apart, because I can compare this one, of course, to the FMS Ranger, which is has almost the same features as this one, but also the Glass Star version 2 or version 1 and the 1.2, or the Valiant, or the Bigfoot, or something like the Super Cub PA18 1.3 meter then also from FMS. Or the Super Easy from FMS. I mean, the list just goes on and on, so it's really difficult to pick a favorite, because when they are lightweight and quite agile, I think they are equally fun, all of them. I also think that if you decide to disassemble this RC and have it stored in the box while you're not flying it, this plane does have a huge advantage because the box is so tiny. So just in comparison then, for the box that comes with the FMS Ranger 1.2 is it's a really huge box. I think it's at least double the size of this box. I mean, you have a bunch of really cool scale-looking, more advanced RC airplanes. But there is something very pleasing about something easy and uncomplicated like this plane, because you won't worry as much, and then I think you start exploring the flight envelope more, and you learn a few things which you wouldn't have learned with a more kind of a scale and RC plane you were a little bit more careful about. And so far I've had just a bunch of Arrows RC airplanes. I had a bit bad luck with the Warbirds, but I have had such a great time with my Arrows RC Bigfoot. I think it's more or less one of the best 1.2 meter RC planes there are. It's just a super fun and agile. It does have the features that's needed then when it comes to flaps and LED lights. No float option for this for the Bigfoot M, but for this one you have a float option. So I mean, landing's usually really easy. I'm digging this Trekker. It's a really fun RC airplane. This one flies just as good as the FMS Ranger 1.2 meter or many other RC airplanes in this size. It's a really lightweight RC airplane, and I'm not really too fond of the design. I think that it looks a little bit odd, and these colors, it's mostly white, so I might consider just to paint this one to have a different look to it. But I think it's how it flies and how you assemble this RC airplane and the features you have, like I mean, this spring-loaded nose gear. Then I think it's surely a good flying RC airplane. And I mean, you have a good hatch then also inside to put your battery with the Velcro strap as well. It was a little bit fiddly just to mount the receiver, so I have it on the side. Because you have no access kind of to the rear of the RC airplane, because this piece is just on the fuse, so you can access from the top side. But that was like kind of a really minor thing, and it's also really efficient RC airplane. So this one I think draws like maximum about 23 amps. So I do have an Avian 30 amp speed controller inside just to have all the telemetry options. So I mean, it's just a really great, easy, uncomplicated RC airplane that just encourages you to go toss this fun around the sky and have a good time when you fly it.